Today, we're going to take a look at the 2022 Keystone Sprinter construction. Come on. Good day. Today we are at Fraserway RV Centre in Kamloops, British Columbia, Canada, where we're going to take a look at the 2022 Keystone Sprinter construction. So yeah, at the end I'll take you on a tour. I'll link to one in there so you can see all the juicy parts too. But it's really important to know about the construction of an RV too when you're purchasing. So we're going to go over the walls and the roof and the floor and all that kind of stuff in this video. So in the description, we're going to throw a few links in there for you that'll help you out as well. There's an RV research tool that we use and you can use too. There is a currency converter and timestamp, so you can jump around in the video and see the parts that you want to see or re-see something if there's something you missed. And of course, there's a link in the description. If we're providing you any value whatsoever, please feel free, buy us a coffee. And today we want to thank Ethan M. We really appreciate the support. Thanks for the coffee. Okay, let's get started by taking a look at the chassis. So the way it works is that Keystone engineers the chassis and then sends it over to Lippert to be built. The reason they do that is so that they have a little more leeway in where things go and they can make it match the different floor plans that they have. So it'll be about where the tanks are going to fit or how the slide walls move in and out of the chassis, that kind of thing. So I guess it just helps them to be more specific with the floor plans that they can offer. So this particular chassis is a powder coated chassis and it is a wide body chassis, meaning that it is 100 inches wide. So there are outriggers underneath there to support the weight of the walls in that wider space. And it also has a heated and enclosed underbelly. They use a corrugated plastic underneath there, and inside there is also a layer of the astrofoil. And then the tanks and things are beneath the floor and above that enclosed area. So what's important about that is it allows those tanks to be heated, but you also do need to know that the valves are not enclosed in that space. Now, let's go over and take a look at the suspension system. Over here, where the rubber meets the road, we can show you that the Sprinter comes with a wide stance Dexter axle system, which is a leaf suspension that also includes a upgraded road armor equalizer suspension. And that's just going to give you a smoother ride and hopefully keep everything in its place inside a little bit better. Now, let's go talk about the floor. All right, now let's talk about the flooring. So that's kind of a hard thing for us to show you because we can't see inside there. So I'm just going to go over what the different products are and how they're put together so that you know. So in the Keystone Sprinter, you are getting an aluminum framed floor, which is built with 2x3 joists on 12-inch centers. Inside that is fiberglass insulation, and on top of it is a 5/8-inch decking that's called die-span. This is a composite product that has all those great properties to it. It's not going to leak, it's not going to rot, it's not going to warp, it's lightweight, those kinds of things. So it remains to be seen how that's going to stand up, but it sounds pretty good to me. The other thing about the flooring is that there is ducting that goes throughout the floor for heating. And so wherever there's a joint, they have got a plastic support piece in there. So whether it's between two pieces or it's going to a vent, that's there to prevent any sagging or leaking or anything like that, which would impair your heat flow. So that's nice too. Now let's go take a look at the walls. Onto the walls. What we've got here is 2-inch aluminum framed walls. All the doors, windows, openings are also framed out. There's block foam insulation in there. We've got Luan on the inside and we've got fiberglass on the outside. They're all laminated together and that builds out your wall. Now I want to talk about the slide boxes. In my research, I found that the slide boxes were built all the same as the walls. But when I come here and I'm looking at this, I can see that the exterior part of the slide is probably indeed built the same as these walls, but the box itself does not have fiberglass on it. And as I'm looking at what this product is, I'm finding that it's the same product as this little flare here, which is more of a tin-like product. So I'm not saying good or bad, I'm saying different than what I found in research, so make sure you're asking those kinds of questions. And then that leads me to question, is this also laminated, or those kinds of things. So if I can find out any more information on that, I will be sure to add it in a ticker tape here, and if those of you out there are owners or have that information, please share it with us all in the comments section below. The other important thing to know about these slides is that they are on the cable-driven mechanism. Looks like a flimsy little bugger, but really it's not. This is a higher-end slide mechanism. It can definitely handle the weight. It has very low maintenance or warranty claim issues, so it seems to be working super well, and it's on all of the slides, so that's a good feature. Now, let's go talk about the front wall. Here at the front, it's slightly different. We've still got the aluminum framing going in, but now they're using fiberglass insulation and a layer of astrofoil, and then they put this fiberglass front cap on with, yep, there is a window in there. I know, hard to see, but kind of cool, right? Now the back wall is built the same as the side walls, but I still want to talk about the roof. Come on. Now it's time to talk about the roof. On the Keystone Sprinter, you're getting a wood trussed roof on 16-inch centers. It has fiberglass insulation and a layer of the astrofoil in there to just keep it a little extra toasty. And it has a 3/8-inch decking with Superflex for the membrane on top. This is a membrane that we're seeing get used a lot more these days. It's similar but different than the TPO and the EPDM in that it's stronger and it stretches better and it's longer lasting with no chalking and all those kinds of things. So we're seeing it used a lot more, and they are giving them 12-year warranties, so that must imply some sort of confidence in it, right? You also get the same kind of ducting in this roof for the AC as you do in the floor, with those same plastic pieces to keep all of the ducting together and flowing well. So that's everything I've got to tell you for construction on the Keystone Sprinter. Of course, stick with us, hit that link at the end, because we're going to go on a tour of the inside of this now, because it is pretty cool. We're going to show you all about that. So click on that. Also, while you're down there clicking, hit subscribe, hit like, and if we provided you with any value whatsoever, feel free, buy us a coffee. Now, let's go.